Hello guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is T of the FTK Crochet brand and I am back with another tutorial. So today we are going to be making this simple summer top. It's a cowl neck top. It is a step-by-step detailed tutorial, so it is beginner friendly. If you are new to crochet, this is something you can actually make for yourself or for a loved one, because we used just the basic stitch on this one, the double crochet stitch. So if you are familiar with the double crochet stitch, you can make this one just in 30 minutes to an hour. All right, but before we go into today's tutorial, make sure you are subscribed to my channel so you do not miss out on any of the beautiful tutorials that I post on here. All right, so without further ado, let us get into today's tutorial. Okay, for this project, these are the materials that you are going to need. You are going to need your yarn, of course. So I'm using this Merino wool. It's called a Tosh Merino Light. It's a lightweight yarn. All right, and I'm going with this color. I really don't know much about the yarn, but this is just what was written on it. But you don't have to use the exact yarn that I'm using. You can go ahead to use whatever yarn you feel comfortable working with. But on this project, I will advise you work with a lighter weight yarn, okay, because you want it to drop very well on your body. All right, so you need a scissors, you need a tapestry needle, you need a measurement tape, very important. Then on this project, I'm going to be working with a 4.5mm hook size. All right, so the bigger your yarn, you have to go bigger the hook size. All right, so let us get into it. Okay, so the measurement you are going to need for this one is going to be your bust measurement. Then you are going to minus 10 to 15 from that bust measurement that you got. All right, so the one you are taking out, the inches that you are going to be taking out, is going to determine how much you want the top to drop. All right, so for this one that I'm making now, I'm going to be making around my chest, which is my bust measurement as 40. So I'm going to be making a chain now of 25 inches. All right, so that is how much I want mine to drop. Okay, so what I will actually advise on this one, when you've finished your chain, just put it on your body to know if you are satisfied with how much the front parts drops. All right, that is exactly how you can actually know what to do. All right, so for this one, I'm going to be making 110 chains. Okay, so I'm not going to be making the entire 110 chains. I'm just going to make 20 chains right now to show you what to do. It's very simple actually. It's just a chain and then you are going to make double crochets. All right, so now I'm going to be making 20 chains so I can show you how you make your double crochets. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So this is it. So remember, when you are working, don't make your stitches too tight because you want it loose so that it can drop very well on your body. Okay, so now you are going to chain up 3, 1, 2, and 3. This chain 3 is going to be your turning chain. So every row that you do, make sure you make 3 chains as your turning chain. And now go into the 4th chain with a double crochet. Into the next chain now with a double crochet, into the next chain with a double crochet. So that is exactly what you are just going to be doing for the row 1 double crochet on each of the stitch until you get to the very end. So like I said, this is a very simple top. It's very easy to make. You are just going to be making one big rectangle panel. All right, okay, so for this row 1 now, just keep doing this, and when you get to the end, I'll come back to tell you how you're going to begin the row 2. All right, okay, so I'm done with the row 1 and this is how it's looking so far. So to begin the row 2, you're just going to chain up 3, 1, 2, and 3, then turn your work to the other side. So this chain 3 is going to be standing as our first double crochet. So on the next stitch, you're just going to go in there with a double crochet. I believe by now we all know how to make a double crochet. If not, let me show you. You are going to yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull out a loop. Now that you have 3 on your hook, yarn over, pull out 2 loops. Now that you have 2 on your hook, yarn over, pull out the 2 loops. So that is how you make a double crochet. All right, so just keep putting in 1 double crochet until you get to the very end of this row. All right, so like I told you, it's just a basic stitch, so it's as easy as this. So this is everything you're just going to be doing until you get to the length that you are going for. All right, so you keep making your double crochets. When you get to the end here, you finish up with your last stitch here, and make sure you're counting your stitch. Like this one now, I made 20 chains, so when I'm making it, it must have to be exactly 20 stitches all the way down to my length. Okay, so go ahead now to make your length, and I will be right back when I'm done with mine. So as you can see, this is where I've gotten to so far. So I'm still going ahead to keep making it until I'm satisfied with my length, and I'll come back to tell you what we're going to be doing next. All right. Okay, so I'm done with my rows, and I ended up making 26 rows in total. So this 26 rows now gave me exactly 11.5 inches, 11.5 inches. So I'm okay here. But this is the avenue I'll advise that you put it on your body, just like this, and make sure that you are satisfied with the length that you have when it is on your body. All right. And like I told you, this yarn stretches a lot. All right, so my own measurements might not be the same thing with your own measurement, so you make sure that you take your own measurement so you are satisfied with what you get at the end of the day. All right, so now we are going to be making the string that is going to go to our neck. All right, what we are going to be tying it with at the neck. Okay, so to begin that, you are going to chain up 3, just like we've been doing, because we are going to be using 4 stitches to make the strand. Okay, so chain up 3, then turn your work to the other side. So this chain 3 is going to be serving as our first stitch. So you go into the next stitch now with 1 double crochet, and into the next stitch with 1 double crochet, and into the next stitch with 1 double crochet. All right, so this is our row 1. So you are going to chain up 3, turn your work again, and then you are going to go ahead to put 1 double crochet on the next stitch, because don't forget the chain 3 is always going to be our first stitch. All right, so on this chain 3 stitch now, you're going to be putting in your last stitch right there. So this is exactly what you are just going to be doing to create the strand that you are going to be using to tie on your neck. Okay, but this one is actually what I want to use for this one. If you decide, you can actually just go ahead to make a chain long enough to tie at the back. The reason why I want this one, I just want it a little bit fuller. That's why I'm going with this 4 double crochet. Okay, so you go ahead now to just keep making the double crochets until you get at least 15 rows. All right, so you chain up 3, go ahead to put in 1 double crochet on the next, and make sure it is 4 stitches that you are doing all the way to the top, so you do not make a mistake. Don't miss a stitch. All right, that is if you are following this particular one that I'm doing. All right, so I'm going to go off camera now to make 15 rows. I'm going to make it here, and I'm going to make it on the other side here. So this is what is going to come to my neck right here. So when I'm done with my 15 rows here, 15 rows here, I'll come back to tell you what we're going to be doing next. All right. Okay, so I'm done with the string, and I realized that the 15 rows I told you to do is actually too short. So I had to double mine. So I ended up making 30 rows on one side and 30 rows on the other side. So this is how long mine is. But you can go ahead to make however long or short you want yours to be. all right, because this is the one now that we are going to be using to tie on the neck. So when you put it on your body, this is what goes onto your neck. All right, so now we are going to be doing the same thing on the bottom part, because this is the part that is going to go back. This is the one we are going to be tying at the back. All right, so it's exactly the same thing that you did here. That is exactly what you are going to be doing here as well. All right, it's just the only difference is that you are going to be making the string now on this part, the corner parts. That is where you are going to go. So we are going to do something a little bit tricky to get the 4 stitches. All right, so you see this part now, this is the last stitch. All right, so what you are going to do, you are going to go into the stitch here just before the last space. That is where you are going to reattach your yarn. All right, then you will chain up 3, just like we've been doing to create the body of the top. You chain up 1, 2, and 3. So this chain 3 is going to be serving as our first double crochet. So you see this last space here now, you are going to go in there with 1 double crochet. So that is 2. And now you are going to go into the stitch right here with 1 double crochet. So that's 3. And now on the space here, you are just going to go in there with 1 double crochet. All right, so now we have our 4 stitches. So this is how you just continue making your double crochets. You chain up 3, turn your work to the other side, go into the next stitch with a double crochet. So you already know the drill of this one. So you keep making your double crochets into these 4 stitches until you get the length that you are going for. But like I said before, on the neck parts, you don't have to do this this kind of string. If you don't want to, you can just go ahead to just make 1 long chain on this part, 1 long chain on the other parts, 1 long chain here, you know, just that. But the reason why I'm doing this, I explained to you, I just want it a little bit fuller. All right, so you go ahead now to do the same thing, exactly what you did here now in front. At the top, this is exactly the same thing that you're going to do at this back part and on this side as well. So I'm going to go off camera now to finish mine, and I'll come back to show you the finished result. All right, okay, so I'm done with the 4 string, the one on top which I started with and the one at the bottom. All right, so this bottom part now is what is going to be tied at the back. So when you tie it at the back, this is how it's going to look. So this whole part now is going to be covering your back. That is why I decided to do a bigger string, because I don't want too much shoe at the back. All right, so this is how it will look at the back. Then when you tie it on your neck, this is how it will come out. All right, so this is the back. Then when you turn it to the front, this is how the front is going to look. So as it is called, it's a cowl neck top. So the front part is going to be just like this, and this is going to be on your neck. Let me take it up a bit so you can see the full thing. Hopefully you can. Okay. All right, so this is how the entire thing is going to look. The table is not doing justice to how beautiful this looks, but don't worry, I'm going to be putting a picture so you can see how beautiful it looks on the mannequin. All right, so this is the finished result. All right, so with this, we've come to the end of today's tutorial. I do hope you enjoy watching this video as much as I did creating the video. If you do, make sure to like this video and share it to your friends and your family who wants to make something as beautiful as this. All right, and if you have any questions about this project, feel free to drop it on the comment section and I will be happy to help. All right, so until next time, bye bye.